Hello and welcome back to Hanksy Panksy Honor Among Reeves, a podcast where two dumb idiot best friends absconded with Tom Hanks, purloined Dwayne Johnson, and are about to be absolutely mugged by Keanu Reeves. I'm Sam Siegel, and I'm stealing your apartment, your pot full of water, your chair, and your cat.
Yeah, you're gonna need all of that if you're gonna astral project into hell. So that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah. So,
Uh, this week I am Balthazar.
oh no.
Yeah, I'm here to fuck shit up.
Yeah, can you do the quarter trick?
If I had a quarter, yeah, I bet you I could. Very slowly and not very well.
Good cover.
Yeah.
Good cover. I gotta say. Real pro move to be like, I just don't have one around.
Yeah, it's in my other pants. Sorry about that.
I've been to your house. I know that desk is just lousy with quarters.
Yeah. I'm ass deep in quarters, man. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you know me.
Up to your taint and change.
Yep. Oh man, it feels good to be back in the podcasting saddle. I gotta tell you.
It does. So how long has it been? Because I can't actually figure it out.
It's been, I think I just missed a week. I think.
Okay.
Because I was traveling, I was in California. Sorry again for the Patreon feed drop, folks. But I think it was a pretty good episode.
I like to think so.
Yeah, it's pretty choice cut. The old Patreon, patreon.com/HankyPanksy. Yeah, but I was in California and I missed a week, so definitely weird being back here.
Yeah, see, I think it's longer for me because I watched Something's Gotta Give like several days before you.
Yes.
So it's like a week and a half for this guy.
Yeah, it's been a minute since we sat down to bang one of these fuckers out.
And so I'm wondering, Luke, did you miss Keanu?
Yes.
Yeah. It's hard not to.
Because to peek behind the curtain, I fluctuated on Tom, whether or not I miss Tom. Currently, I'm in an I don't miss Tom space.
No.
When A Man Called Otto came out, I was missing Tom. It was nice to see a little bit of Tom's face,
of course,
and body. And that was sort of the fluctuation that happened in the project. Dwayne didn't miss Dwayne ever.
Yeah, I don't think I'm capable of missing Dwayne, if I'm being honest.
Yeah, shortly after his like third or fourth movie, I was like, nope. Yeah, I'm good. But Keanu every week. I want to see Keanu's face every week.
Yeah. So can I tell you something? I have been feverishly searching to see if there are any pictures or videos of Keanu Reeves picketing as part of the SAG strike. And no. And it's very sad to me. Not because I think he doesn't support it. I'm sure he does. But I would love to see what slogan he would put on his sign.
Yeah. Something about John Wick, a movie that may or may not exist since it's in the future.
Yeah, sure. I think it would be like a Bill and Ted reference.
Oh, that'd be choice.
Like, be chill, dude, and let us party on with a new contract.
Folks, if you have a way to get Keanu this slogan, be chill, dude, and party on with a new contract, I think it would make an excellent SAG strike sign.
Good sign.
It's pretty choice, and it only works if Keanu is holding it.
Yeah, or is it Alex Winters?
Yes, it is.
Yeah, either one of them. They could do it. No one else.
Preferably together. If we can reunite Bill and Ted for the SAG strike, can you imagine the power of that?
That deal would be done like that. Just so quick.
Yeah.
The power of these two dudes who, as we know later on in human history, are sort of the deities.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, deities for all mankind. Yeah, what do we usually... Sam, how was your watch?
Well, first, I think we should talk about the movie that we watched this week, which was not 2005's Thumbsucker. It was instead 2005's Constantine.
Yes.
And you might be wondering why we watched 2005's Not Thumbsucker Constantine, and that's because my wife did some looking, and she found that Keanu is in one scene of Thumbsucker, and Luke and I said good enough, and we skipped it.
They have to be on the screen for a cumulative total of 10 minutes.
So I don't want to say that because what's going to happen is one of our fucking eagle-eyed viewers is going to rent the movie Thumbsucker and watch it and clock the amount of time he's on there, and it's going to be like 11 minutes. And then we're going to have to watch it, and I don't want to do that. One scene does not a Keanu film make.
It does not, no. I mean, even let's say a handful of scenes like that Beat Poet movie we watched, whatever that was called.
Yeah, the one that we watched but didn't cover.
Yes, I forgot. Yeah, the one that we shoehorned onto the front of Devil's Advocate, an episode I listened to recently, by the way. So I was going through our back catalog, checking for quality because, which is an insane thing to say for this show. Doing QC on this garbage. You people are listening. Anyway, and it started the episode and I was like, did I fuck this up? Because this is a different movie. What happened to Devil's Advocate? And then I remembered, oh yeah, we didn't cover it. Yeah.
Yeah, you thought maybe we had run into that glitch that we had when we switched to Captivate, where all our episodes were mislabeled for a little bit.
Yes, exactly. And I was like, damn, did we get a goof? Did we get a goof in the Matrix? But nah.
Nope.
No, it worked out.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, how was your watch?
Well, I guess I asked you first, but I'll go and then we can back to you.
I can start.
Oh, it's okay. Yeah,
okay.
I'll go. Nothing to report. Slammed it on the old HBO Max. I did buy a sound bar, and I think this is the first movie we're talking about.
Okay.
Where I watched with the sound bar.
Good one to start with.
Oh, it was choice.
What sound bar you go with?
I got a Polk magnified mini AX or something like that.
I don't even know what the fuck that is, my guy.
Yeah, I don't know why you asked.
But I thought I would recognize the brand, but
yeah,
Polk
is a huge and very well respected speaker company. Yeah,
is it like Polk as in James K?
I think so. POLK.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everyone's favorite president, James K. Polk.
Really a big hitter in the history books.
You can go to podcasts for a lot of movie coverage, but what podcast can you go to for presidential deep cuts like James K. Polk?
And who was the Watergate guy that we talked about for quite a while?
G. Gordon Liddy?
G. Gordon Liddy.
It was on the other show, my guy. That was the other show.
That was the other show.
My personal hero, G. Gordon Liddy.
Anyway, come back next week for my deep dive into Napoleon's life and history. When we pivot this to just being a dad podcast, where I just sort of go into like history. I just do History Channel mini episodes.
Well, it's interesting that you should mention that, Luke, because it has been announced on the Patreon now, but soon this will be actually a dad podcast.
All right, we're cracking the seal on this bad boy, huh?
Because your boy is halfway there.
Yeah. Fuck yeah, dude.
So got a wee baby on the way. And so folks, there will be some sort of break. We've got some stuff in the works. When I return, the energy that you're going to get from me is, I think, going to be wild.
Oh, it's I will tell you one thing for free, my friend. It will be different. You will be a changed man, not necessarily because of the birth of your child. No. Well, it will be directly because of the birth of your child, but I don't mean in like a Hallmark way.
No. Folks, if you think I can't stay on track now, this is with a full night of sleep, baby.
Yeah, imagine you with 3.5 hours of non-consecutive sleep.
And having been vomited on at least twice.
Yeah, yeah.
That's the vibe I'll be bringing.
Oh, I can't wait, man. It's going to be awesome.
It's going to be a hell of a time.
I will say, because I've wanted to talk about this on the podcast,
Yeah,
but you weren't talking about it
sure.
publicly. I am extremely curious as a science experiment to see what happens to your movie tastes because you've
Ooh,
been dabbling in the dad movie
I
space.
have. I have wondered.
Yeah.
Now let's see. I was scrolling through YouTube the other night and I was joking with Kenna that I was gonna make her watch like some 1960 World War II movie.
Mm-hmm.
One with like an like a drawn poster, one of
Yeah.
those.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And so I was like, if you're not good, I'm gonna make you watch this. And she said, no, 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 that's a dad movie. And I said, I'll stop you right there. That's a granddad movie. That is not a dad movie. Absolutely not. I was like, I don't have the wherewithal to watch that shit.
Yeah. So we'll know you've hit granddad territory when you start watching movies about the Great War.
Yeah, when I start watching A Bridge Too Far.
Yeah, and you're like, man, I watched this History Channel doc about the Red Baron the other night, and it was riveting shit. Let me tell you.
Yeah, son, have you ever watched All Quiet on the Western Front, the original? It's like, fuck.
Fuck, man.
Though if we're still doing this and I'm a grandpa, something has gone very wrong.
I mean, surely by no offense, Tom, but surely by that point, one of the horses will be out of the running.
Mm-hmm.
I would
Yeah.
assume.
Do we have to change the name of the podcast when he dies?
I think this is horrible. I can't say this, but I'm going to anyway. Can we
Okay.
change it to In Memoriam Hanksy Panksy?
My God, that's horrible. I love it so much.
Oh my god.
Oh shit.
Oh fuck me, man. Well,
Oh.
okay, I have a horrible idea.
Mm-hmm.
We shouldn't do this.
Okay.
Do not hold us to this.
Okay.
If and when Tom Hanks dies,
Mm-hmm.
it may not even happen.
Sure.
Maybe science comes out with a de-aging pill and we get like 107 more years of Tom Hanks. But
Oh.
if he should pass, we should rewatch all of his movies.
No.
Yep.
No, I'll have a kid then, Luke. I can't do that to my family.
Oh, it would be so weird and so good though.
Luke, think of the children. The child. Think of
The
the
child.
child.
Think of the child. Yeah.
The as I'll be calling him, the wee baby Keanu.
The wee yeah. You heard it first here, folks. Sam's kiddo will be named Keanu.
Keanu
Um,
Siegel.
Keanu Siegel. Yeah. That's not appropriate at all.
No, not at all.
Definitely not. Anyway, all that to say, my watch was fine.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing big to report. Soundbar A plus.
Good deal. Good deal.
How was your watch?
Luke, I fell yesterday.
You you didn't tell me this.
Well, you should have gotten the life alert. Um,
Well, yeah. Why'd you hook that up to me? By the way, what do you want
you're
me to
down the
do about it?
street.
Yeah, but you should get a medical professional on
Eh,
board.
you're close
Yeah,
enough.
yeah.
But yeah, so I fell on the slate floor outside my bedroom.
Okay.
Um, let me tell you something, Luke. Falling at 30, real different than falling at 20.
You're a springy motherfucker when you're 20 years old.
Mm-hmm. You are
Yeah.
not when you're 30.
Mm-mm.
You're brittle as shit. I I just sat on my ass for a long time because
Yeah.
I fell directly on my knee.
Oh no.
Yeah, and broke my fall somewhat with the corner of a table. Uh
Oh, buddy.
it was on my arm. But hey, good news though. It was my non-disc golf elbow. So
Hell yeah.
so that one's all fucked up now. But the disc golf elbow, acceptable, really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, are
Uh,
you okay?
I mean, my knee hurts pretty bad, and so does my arm and my elbow. But
Should you see somebody?
no,
Okay. Yeah, I guess what are they gonna say? You're 30 and you fell.
yeah, they're just gonna say you fell down. Um, and I got to tell you, kind of had an interesting response to this.
She
So,
laugh.
no, she
Okay, that's
didn't.
good.
So I had gotten out of the shower and
Hmm.
I just had my underwear on
Oh
when
no.
I stepped out in the hall, slipped on the slate floor, fell, hit my knee very hard, made quite the racket. And Kenna was still in the bedroom, and she said, "Are you okay?" And I said, "Not really." And I kind of turned over, and I was in a lot of pain, but I was also laughing pretty hard because it was funny. Uh,
Yeah.
and then she approached me and said, "This is why you don't step on the floor with wet feet." And I said, "Maybe not the time for this." Not really the time to give me a lesson on where I should walk with wet feet.
Yeah, not a great time for a lesson in friction.
Mm-hmm.
Uh
Yeah.
yeah.
And then but one of the other problems is that as I was coming down, uh the arm that hadn't hit the table was, trying to save me.
Yeah.
But instead of like, putting my hand on the floor, I put it on like a dust mop thing,
Hmm.
and so it slipped uh as I was falling.
Right.
And I mentioned this to Kenna, and I was like, I tried to break my fall with that. And she said, "Well, you shouldn't have done that." And I said, "Well, I didn't have a lot of choices." I didn't have a lot of time to make choices.
I don't know what to tell you. The airbags didn't deploy. You
Yeah.
know, like
It just, it was, it was concerning with the child on the way that her initial response, good, check if I'm okay. But the follow up of just like,
yeah.
well, you shouldn't have done that.
Yeah. Well, see, you in contrast to a baby or a child
Mm-hmm.
can be reasoned with and taught things because you're 30 years old
Arguable.
and you shouldn't be just falling over.
Again, it was a slip. It was a
Yeah,
slip and fall.
there's a slip and fall. Yeah, that
Mm-hmm.
happens.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, we aren't as springy as we used to be.
No, we're not,
We
man. My
we
knee hurts so goddamn much.
sometimes I just look
Mm-hmm.
incorrectly and
Oh
then my
yeah.
whole neck and back hurts.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know that one.
Yeah, that's a
Um,
good one.
this
Ted,
morning I woke
yeah.
up and my the right side of my jaw was all swollen and hurt when I chewed.
Yeah, weird shit happens, huh?
I know, man. It's aging sucks.
Aging is weird. And that's, man, we have so much more to go.
I know.
That's
We're
the fucked
we're
up
not
part.
even like midlife crisis area.
No.
Uh
Because
which
I tell you this, I took up rock climbing probably
mm-hmm.
like I don't know, 9 months ago, something like that.
Yeah.
I've gotten really into it. Sometimes you take a fall in rock
Mm-hmm.
climbing. Uh I have to be done after that because I don't know
Oh,
what's happened to me. If I
yeah.
tumble and smack something,
Oh,
I don't
that's
know
it.
anymore. Because
That's
if
your
you're,
day.
yeah, if you're 20 and this happens, you go, I feel fine. Let's keep going. If you do
Mm-hmm.
this and you're 30, you have like demons coming up out of the cracks of your
Oh yeah.
body. Like you don't know what you just did until you
Yeah.
like give it an hour or two.
And like, here's the thing. You hit 30 and you take like a tumble. The odds of you requiring a specialist to
Yeah,
deal with it increase exponentially.
exponentially. Yeah. Because if you're 20, go see a like a pediatrician. Go see
Mm-hmm.
your pediatrician.
I
They'll give
mean,
you
I
some,
did.
yeah, they'll give you some Pedialyte and then you're good to go.
Yeah. They're like,
Uh
you're fine.
you're
No, you
fine.
have a bruise, kind of.
Yeah. But if you're
Uh,
30 and you take a slight tumble, because I fully expected you, the end of this, I can't really see your arms. The video viewers will
mm,
see this. I fully
yeah.
expected you to hold up a cast at
Oh
some
no no
point.
no! I got this bruise right here
That's a gnarly.
and this
Damn.
one. Yeah. And
Those are bruises.
the table, you probably can't see it. The table did cut me very slightly here because I
Yeah.
caught the corner of it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Um, and then my knee weirdly does not look as gnarly,
Yeah.
but it feels worse.
That
Uh,
sucks, man. I feel for you because
yeah,
it's dangerous times out here at this age.
I know, man. And again, so way back when in college, uh, I took developmental psychology,
Mm-hmm.
and our book, had like chapters based on like the lifespan, like
Yeah.
different stages of life. And for like, um, I believe it was like middle adulthood or like
Mm-hmm.
early adulthood. It was like after about 25, it is just downhill physically. And at the time that horrified me, but I also low key was like, I'm sure it's not that downhill. Yes,
Yeah.
it is that downhill.
Yeah,
Holy shit.
folks, arthritis comes up so much quicker than you expect it to. Like
Yeah.
disturbingly soon. You're going if you aren't on this side of 30 yet, just know the clock's ticking and
Hmm.
arthritis, it's coming, baby.
Oh
It's
yeah.
coming.
Yeah. Enjoy your 20s. And
Yeah.
like if you're a child, I don't know why you're listening to this, but if you're a child, man, you can do anything. Probably
You
shouldn't
get
tell
yeah.
kids that, but
Yeah.
also like you could basically hit a kid with a bus and they're fine.
Yeah, they'll bounce back no problem. But
Mhm.
if I open the microwave weird, yeah,
Yeah, if I sleep wrong, that's my day, you
yes.
know. Um,
Oi.
all that to say, my watch was pretty standard. I had both cats cuddling with me, which was lovely.
Ooh, nice.
Because I was out of the house for about half of last week with a work thing, and so I
Right.
guess they were like, "Man, we missed you." So been
Nice.
getting a
That's
lot
always
of
good.
cuddles.
You were like halfway to a astral projection into hell spell too.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah.
Luke, do you want to break down the plot?
Sure, buddy. I'll start. Actually, I'll probably just break down who Constantine is,
Mm-hmm.
and then give you a loose sketch of the plot because
Sure.
he's a comic book hero. Constantine's comic book hero.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Constantine is typically portrayed as a disaster bisexual magician, warlock, or whatever you want to call him,
Mm-hmm.
who does gross magic, smokes, chain smokes, does weird, gross magic, and fights demons.
Do you think
Um,
necromancer?
I wouldn't say so because he doesn't really raise the dead.
Okay.
Yeah, he doesn't have like an undead army or anything.
Damn.
Yeah, that would have been cool.
Not enough
Um,
heroic necromancers.
yeah, it's true, man. Necromancer representation is what everybody's been clamoring
Mm-hmm.
for.
I mean, that's what
Um,
the whole SAG strike is about.
that's what the strike is about. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
everybody knows this. He gets in most adaptations gets diagnosed with lung cancer,
Mm-hmm.
and he's trying to finagle a way out of going to hell because he took his own life when he was a kid. That's some mortal sin.
Mm-hmm.
So he knows where he's going, and it's kind of like he doesn't want to be the guy in the prison where there's a bunch of people he sent to prison,
Mm-hmm.
basically,
Yeah.
because he routinely sends demons back to hell, kind of on a freelance basis. He's like a PI, but like gross.
For demons.
Yeah, for demons. So in this movie, he and Rachel Weisz, she's back, everybody. It's
Yep.
pretty great. Um, are investigating the murder or death of her twin sister, Isabel.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and turns out demons are involved. The angel Gabriel is trying to bring the son of Satan into this world so that they can like unleash hell upon the earth so that only the righteous will remain is what Gabriel's trying to do. I assume the
Mm-hmm.
son of Satan is just like it sounds like, yeah, let's go party, man.
Yeah, I think it's more just like I'd love to sort of open up a new shop.
Yeah, that sounds like a new franchisee operation to me.
Mm-hmm.
It sounds excellent. Let's do it. Anyway, he's the ending. There's a whole bunch of kerfuffle and chasing around, getting MacGuffins and going to hell and stuff. And then it ends with Constantine again slicing his wrists so that they keep saying throughout the movie that Lucifer, the only person Lucifer would come up to like reap himself,
Mm-hmm.
is John Constantine. And this turns out to be true. So Peter Stormare, who's here, everybody.
Yeah. Round of applause for old Peter Stormare.
Peter Stormare, everybody, shows up and does indeed, he's Lucifer, come to collect him himself. And he's like, cool, you can take me. BT dubs, though.
Do you know what your shithead son's doing in the next room?
Do you know what your shithead son is doing with this angel? And he breaks it up, takes his son back to hell. And this redemption, Constantine offers to trade his life in exchange for the twin sisters so that she can go to heaven instead of being stuck in hell. This redeeming moment means that Constantine is going to go to heaven. So what does Lucy do? Oh, Lou reaches into him, pulls out the cancer, makes it so that he'll live, uh, and then ships him back out into the world so Constantine can keep sort of fucking shit up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he's been in comics. He's been in Legends of Tomorrow, which is a show I would love to talk more about on this podcast, but we'll save for another day.
Okay.
Someone's nipple gets sent to hell and comes back, so someone just has a possessed nipple in that
Interesting.
show. It's wild. I love that show. And it has Constantine as like a major character who is closer. So in the books, in the comic books, Sam, let's just compare to Keanu really quick.
Okay.
He is British. He's from Manchester.
Okay. Check.
So check. He's blonde.
Check.
And he's a disaster bisexual.
Yeah, that's Keanu Reeves.
That's Keanu Reeves. Yeah, clearly.
We all know this.
Yeah. Yeah, they nailed the casting.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's perfect.
Yeah,
I can't think of anyone who would fit that description better.
Yeah, it's remarkable, really when you start looking at Keanu's resume and personality. It's truly what he was meant to play. Anyway, Sam, what did you think of this movie?
Well, first I have a question. Did you watch the after credits scene?
No.
Oh, there is one.
What's in the after credits scene?
The after credits scene is Keanu goes to the grave of Shia LaBeouf,
yes.
Chaz Kramer, I think, and is like, "Hey, you were a good one." And then he leaves his lighter on it, and then he turns around, and then Shia LaBeouf shows up behind his tombstone with angel wings, and he gives a weird look to the camera with the angel eyes, and then flies up into the sky.
Okay, so I wondered if they were going to do this because Chaz Kramer is the Eternal Man in the comic series.
Okay.
In that he is killed and brought back to life so many times. Eventually they just make him immortal. They're like, fuck it, we can't keep doing this. We can't keep doing this, Chaz. So they just make him immortal. So
there.
Yeah, interesting. Did miss that. Yeah.
No, I wanted to check because I knew it was a comic book movie, and I thought, these comic book movies, they like to do the after credits scene.
Yeah, well spotted. I didn't even think to check for that.
And Kenna was like, I don't think they did after credits scenes way back then, 4 years after the towers fell. Yeah. But they did. They absolutely did.
Can I just say really quick for the people who aren't watching the video, your cat fucking glued to you, my man.
Oh yeah, she's a real cuddle baby. She's a real baby.
Yeah, she's making a lot of mess on the desk, which is not great for the audio. But
yeah, who gives a shit though? Because she's so cute.
She is so cute. She's a very cute baby. Sam, what'd you think of this movie?
This movie is noir.
Ooh, I like it. Okay, I was gonna say this movie is a devilishly good time.
Oh, well, hold on, Luke.
Yeah.
There's no good, there's no bad.
There's no good, bad. This movie is hellacious.
Well, yeah, okay, yes. This
movie is hell on wheels.
There you go. Yeah. Got it in one.
Yeah, I had a rip-roaring time with Constantine.
So I won't say that I had a rip roaring good time, but I did have a decent time.
Yeah.
Um,
It's one of these movies. It's become a cult classic. At the time, it was pretty panned. People
mhm,
hated it because
yeah,
he's not blonde, British, or a disaster bisexual.
sure.
But since then, people kind of softened to it. And my dude, you just get to turn your brain off. It's a good
Yeah,
brain off, demons on kind of
yeah,
movie. Yeah.
yeah. Brain off, demons on, dick up. Um,
Mm-hmm.
so the only thing is that I feel like it had kind of a slow start because there's a lot of world building that it has to do.
Sure.
Having
There's a lot of exposition in this
yeah,
movie. Yeah.
having said that, I love the character. I think Keanu's performance as Constantine phenomenal.
Yeah.
Um, and I do like the world that they built.
Yeah.
I think it works really well, and like the action scenes are actually pretty fucking solid,
Yeah.
and they're sprinkled through. I like that because it is
Yeah.
not nonstop action like a lot of comic book movies these days.
Yeah. For
God,
sure.
I sound like I fall regularly. Um,
Now I tell you, in my day,
back in
we
my day when I used to watch Bridge Too Far, um, when I watched the bridge over the River Kwai, um, but yeah, no, I liked that it was not constant action that it which makes the action more powerful, I
Sure.
think, and more interesting.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, it was solid. I mean, I had some questions for
Oh yeah.
sure.
For
Yeah.
sure. Well, anything I can answer?
How many fucking phones does Rachel Weisz have?
She has a lot of phones, doesn't she?
She's got like 30 phones in
Yeah.
one room.
Yeah. What if you need to call somebody and 29 of them break down?
I mean, good point.
Yeah.
Because whomst among us has not been in that position?
Yeah. If you know how your phones jam,
Mm-hmm.
you know how you go to pick it up and go, this one's jammed like a gun.
Yes,
Yeah.
all the time.
Or jammed. It's just coated in jam because one of the
That's
McElroy brothers has come in and
that's usually my problem. Is that I pick up the phone and it's covered in strawberry jam.
God, it's
Damn
covered
it.
in jam. Damn it, Justin McElroy.
Damn you, Justin McElroy. Um, but yeah, so I did wonder about that. Um, I I'll tell you, I didn't take a lot of notes.
I have some.
Hmm.
I have some. So I'm happy to sort of I will carry you across the River Kwai in this one
Yeah,
if you want me
please,
to.
please. Well, you'll need to build the bridge first.
Yeah, we'll need to build a bridge, just
Yeah.
like in Volunteers.
Mm-hmm.
And then yeah. So this is not a funny one, and then we'll get into some funny ones.
Mm-hmm.
This movie's cinematically gorgeous.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
No,
they
really well shot.
and it makes the Matrix movies look like dog shit. Not the first
Mm-hmm.
one. First one's pretty good, but the second and third,
Yes,
this isn't that much
absolutely.
later than those movies.
No, it's 2 years.
Yeah. And like they clearly I forget who the DP was. We looked it up.
Who the
But
double penetration was?
who the double penetration was.
Yeah.
But the cinematographer worked on a bunch of other big movies,
Mm-hmm.
like auteur kind of movies. And you get that. It's a nice little touch that like shots are really well framed. They're noir-esque,
Yeah.
like you said. They're very like noir. Uh Not every frame is a painting, but there are a lot of paintings in this movie, I would
Mm-hmm.
say. Put it that way.
Well, and then there's a fair amount of CGI,
Yeah.
but it's not overdone. It's not shitty.
Yeah.
Again, it's not the latter two Matrix movies
Yeah.
where everything is CGI and so it all looks like ass.
Yeah, we're at PS2 era graphics. Keanu
Mm-hmm.
Reeves fights a bunch of PS2 era graphics Agent Smiths.
Exactly.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure. Chevy advertising.
Uh-huh.
There just is one.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Keanu comes out of like I think he goes and one of his friends is dead in like a bodega or something.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's what immediately happens. Anyway, he's on the street, he looks up, and this is after he's been diagnosed with terminal lung cancer. He sees the sign that says, "Your time is running out." And then we pan over to buy a new Chevy.
Yeah, and folks, it's a good reminder that according to our sponsor, your time is running out to buy a new Chevy.
What a weird message, though, because imagine being Chevy and you're like, you need how much? $10 million? Okay, sure. Yeah, here's your special effects budget for a couple of
Mm-hmm.
scenes. Now, what are you gonna do for us? Oh, we'll put like a full billboard in the movie. Okay, that sounds
Okay,
good.
fuck yeah. Yeah.
Okay, what about one? Okay, just spitballing here. What about if
Okay.
we put a billboard up that says your company's about to go under and you have like 10 seconds to buy a Chevy? Too late, it's already done. That's the
Oh,
direction we went with. I just thought I would make it fun and give you like a little spitball session.
yeah. I mean, typically we try not to remind our customers of their impending death.
Yeah, that too. Shit.
Um, we really try to not make people think that they're constantly on a slow march toward death.
Yeah.
Do you think it'll work?
Do they what?
Do you think it'll work? Do you think it'll sell a Chevy?
I think at least, my dude, can we break the bit for a second? Can you
Uh-huh.
imagine the person who saw this and went, yeah, I should go buy a Chevy?
That's someone who actually is pretty much on the precipice, huh?
Yes, that is a
Yeah.
man on the edge right there.
Yeah, because you don't have like a good sort of well-adjusted existence where like you're pretty self-assured that you're not gonna beef it anytime
Yeah.
soon and go, yeah, I do need to get a Chevy like right now
I
though.
I need to go buy a Chevy. Can you imagine that person at the dealership and they're like, "What can we do to get you in this car today?" And they're like,
Anything.
"Anything, literally anything."
Just put me in the fucking car. I
I
don't
will
have
pay.
much time left.
I will pay sticker price or above only.
Oh shit. That
uh
actually it reminds me of an episode of King of the Hill where Hank finds out that you can negotiate below sticker price.
mm,
He's been buying cars from the same guy for his whole life and thought that like sticker price was like the
the price of
discount.
the car.
Yeah.
This is a good
Uh
show, man. This is a good
God,
one.
it's good.
Uh,
Um
I do a quick question for you.
mhm.
What was Shia LaBeouf's character name? And was it in Transformers? Was it Sam Witwicky?
It was Sam Witwicky.
Sam Witwicky.
Yeah.
Sam Witwicky does a Satan.
He what now?
He does a Satan
What do you mean
in
he
this movie.
does a Satan?
I don't know. It's what he does.
You're gonna have to walk me through that.
It's this whole thing. He wants to do a Satan.
Like fuck the devil?
No, he just wants to get up in it. He just wants to like get up in that satanic shit.
I think we watched a different movie because I don't maybe I didn't pay enough attention, but I don't feel like I recall Sam Witwicky uh being like, I want to do a devil.
No, not sexually. He wants
Yeah,
to
no.
do some devilish stuff.
Man, I did not clock that.
Yeah, it's like his whole thing. He's
Oh,
got the piles of books.
yeah. See, I thought he wanted to be John Constantine.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay, and
It's
part
just
of that
funnier.
is
It's
being
funnier to say
doing a
Sam
Satan.
Witwicky does a Satan.
I mean, yeah,
Um,
I think it would. Can I tell you?
mhm.
I would watch the Transformer movies if Sam Witwicky did a Satan.
If Sam Witwicky does a Satan in the there, can you imagine if this is the same universe and
Mm-hmm.
he lives, and then in the next, like in the Transformers movie that came
Mm-hmm.
out an eternity ago around the same time period, Shia LaBeouf is like, okay, Decepticons, cool. Let me draw a pentagram on the floor. I need blood. Who has blood?
Yeah. So here's what I would kill for is he's doing that, and Optimus Prime goes, Sam Witwicky, no, do turn away, turn towards the light. Let me
Mm-hmm.
tell you about Auto Jesus.
Let me tell you about Jesus Prime. Have you
Mm-hmm.
heard the good news of Jesus Prime?
And he says something along the lines of like, Autobots, pray.
Oh, that's why the Autobots came to Earth, is to proselytize.
Mm-hmm.
And
And like
yeah.
instead of like pulling a sword from his back, it's just a big like car Bible.
Yeah, big
Uh,
car Bible.
and he's like, let me read you the Gospel of Chevrolet.
Let us read from Alternator 2417. Uh um anyway, Sam Witwicky's here.
Mm-hmm.
He's
He is
Chaz
here.
Kramer. It's just weird to see Shia LaBeouf before the world broke him.
Yeah.
Maybe the world had already broke him. I don't know. I don't know his life.
Was this pre-holes?
I don't think so. I think this is post holes. Post
Mm.
holes.
Yeah, my favorite rapper, Post Holes.
That's what I was just thinking. Yeah.
Let me look it up. Let me see. When
Yeah.
did no, that's Hiles. Holes.
When did Hiles come out?
And 2 years before this.
Okay.
So this is Post Holes.
Yeah, this is post holes. The only way I'm gonna gauge time from now on is pre the movie Holes, starring Shia LaBeouf, or post the movie Holes.
It is very complicated because what you have to do is you also have to give it in reference to when the towers fell.
I
So
see.
it's like, um, you know, 10 years after the towers fell, and also 7 years post holes.
Yeah, I dig this because it's really specific.
Mm-hmm.
Like it gives
Eight.
you
It would be
two.
8 years post holes.
Yeah, it gives you two sort of frames of reference,
Mm-hmm.
two massive cultural touchstones. One a
Sure.
very tragic event, the other an okay movie starring
Whoa,
Shia
whoa,
LaBeouf.
whoa. Okay, my guy. Holes is a phenomenal film.
I haven't seen it since it came out, so I
Oh
don't know.
man, it's good. It's
Yeah,
legitimately good.
I just
Love
remember the
that flick.
book being like incredibly sad.
I mean, it's not an upper, it,
Okay.
but it's about a kid whose name is Stanley Yelnats, who's forced to go work at a labor camp because he stole some shoes.
Yeah.
And the people running the camp are highly abusive. There are poison lizards everywhere. And then he runs away and has to eat a bunch of onions. Um, and then there's a whole story in the past about some racism and some more stories in the further past about a broken promise to a magical woman, and then some more abuse. It pans out in the end. Spoiler alert.
I hope so.
Yeah,
Because this is a young adult novel, right?
yeah, yeah.
Man, the shit we throw at kids and it just rolls off them.
I
It's
know.
amazing. Like, okay.
See, you know, they can fall down and they can read holes without getting like traumatized.
Yes. Here's the thing. So Rumi has been rereading Animorphs
Mm-hmm.
recently.
Brave.
Just for fun. It's like, we went to there's the library that was moving or closing or something in our
Mm-hmm.
area, and they had a bunch of books for like $1. So
Mm-hmm.
we picked up a bunch of Animorphs books because they weren't selling.
Of course not. They're animorphs.
They're Animorphs. Uh, Animorphs, fucking wild.
Oh, I've
And
heard some stuff.
it's incredible. So in book one, they're all the kids are psychically linked to an alien who is shredded and eaten alive, while the kids are psychically linked to said alien. So they feel all of it.
Yeah.
And
So
then, yeah.
I believe in a later book, and I don't know if Rumi's gotten there yet, but I believe in a later book, one of them morphs into an animal for too long and is stuck as a hawk.
Oh, Toby and Tobias, and that's book one, motherfucker.
That's book one. So much happens. Oh my god.
And it's for kids. And kids, I remember reading these as a
Mm-hmm.
child and being like, that seems then people turn into animals. That's fun. Like
Mm-hmm.
it doesn't impact them at all.
And isn't the actual anamorphing process like very long
Horrifying.
and very painful?
Yes. It's like the Sailor Moon transition song and like
Mm-hmm.
her transformation. But if your bones cracked and everything sort of like It's
I
phenomenal stuff.
I know the timeline isn't there, but it does very much feel like someone was like, "What if we made the human centipede but for kids?"
But for children, it sell like hotcakes. Kids would love
Hmm.
it. So anyway, about the movie.
Yeah. Can we talk about his gun?
Yeah, sure, man. Is
Yeah.
it gun time? Is it gun chat with Sam time?
I don't necessarily think that it's gun chat with Sam time, um, but I loved the crucifix,
Oh,
as I call it.
yeah, the crucifix. It fucks, man. It's pretty good.
It's an incredible gun.
I think it's like a shotgun, isn't it?
It's a shotgun with a crucifix essentially taped to the top.
Yeah.
And it is perfect. No notes.
Yeah. It's basically something that like Jethro up in the hills, who's
Hmm.
a Christian white nationalist, would slap together
Oh yeah.
uh before committing an act of terrorism. Like it's a shotgun with a cross duct tape to it. It's not a great look. It's
No.
pretty it's pretty weird. But the gun
But
itself, it's got like a rotating cartridge thing, right?
yeah, so that's a real there's some shotguns that have a drum
Yeah.
magazine. The one I'm thinking of that's probably closer to what this is, it you actually have to like crank it
Mm.
uh
Oh, I
as you
crank it a
reload it.
lot, Sam.
Yeah, I know. You're doing it right now, Jeffrey Tubin.
Yeah.
Um, but no,
Tubing
so
time, baby.
but no, like as you put in shells, you have to like crank this. It's like a clock,
Oh, damn.
and it basically operates like a clock,
Oh, yeah.
essentially.
Damn. The
So
crucifix is powerful, though.
thank you. Yeah, no, I saw the crucifix and I said, get me one of these. I
Yeah.
don't want a gun in the house, especially now that I'm about to have a child,
Yeah.
but I do want the crucifix.
Yeah, I bet somebody's made a prop replica that doesn't function that you can have.
Hmm. If
Uh,
it had the flamethrower part and the flashlight, I'd actually appreciate that.
yeah, that'd be pretty cool.
But I want the buttons to be right next to each other
Mm. Oh
because
yeah, where's my where's let me check in the pantry. It's pretty dark back here. Where's the tomato paste? Oh god.
oh no. Or just like, son, can you shine a light down here? I gotta see what I'm doing while I'm fixing the sink. Ah, my eyebrows.
Why is the only light we have in the house
The
the crucifix?
crucifix. Oh shit. Hey, who had the spear during World War II?
I think the answer is pretty clear on that one, my man.
Was it Hitler specifically?
I think it was definitely the Nazis.
Mm-hmm.
Just wrapped in a Nazi flag, which they burned after production, by the way,
Did they?
because they didn't want the prop getting. They were like, the world needs one less Nazi flag. So
Good for them.
yeah, good for them. Um, yeah, I mean, clearly the Nazis had it. Now, which Nazi?
Mm-hmm.
Pretty debatable.
Yeah, was it one of the good ones?
Trick question. That's an oxymoron.
Yeah, well, a dead one.
A dead one is a good Nazi. It's true.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And a dead one indeed did own this one because they
Yes.
weren't around to sort of protect it.
One thing I don't get is
Mm-hmm.
why was it in Mexico and not Argentina, where all the Nazis actually did go?
Argentina, too far to walk.
Oh, I would say if you can get hit by a car going seemingly 70 miles an hour, I
True.
think you can walk from Argentina.
Yeah, true. And they're still theoretically walking from, let's say, generously, Tijuana,
Sure.
the Tijuana area, right across the border,
Mm-hmm.
all the way up the coast to
Yeah.
Los Angeles. I
It's
mean,
a hike.
that's a hike.
And you know what actually could have prevented all of this?
Mm-hmm.
Um, if we built that wall.
Hmm.
Because
Okay.
if we'd had the wall at the border, he wouldn't have been able to get across. You know?
Okay. Interesting stance for us to take on episode Oh, 190
Something.
something.
Yeah. It turns out we're very progressive until it comes to immigration.
Yeah, it turns out immigration is where we draw the line.
Hmm. Even though I'm like what I think second or third generation American.
Yeah.
But yeah, no. If we had built the wall, I don't think the Spear of Destiny would have made it all the way to LA. That's all I'm saying. You
I
know.
mean, yeah. Well, you'd have to be to play in this space or not to play in this space is the question, Sam. You'd have to build a really thick and tall wall
Well, that's what he wanted to do.
because
The
this is
thickest and the tallest.
a human being who, as you pointed out, gets hit by a car going 70 miles an hour
Hmm.
and just bends that big, beautiful Chevy all the way around him.
Uh-huh. Yeah. I mean,
Mm.
here's the thing about wall-based diplomacy. In the entirety of human history, it's never failed.
It's never failed. Hadrian's
Yeah.
Wall, perfect.
Great Wall of China,
Great
no
Wall of
problems
China,
there.
no problems.
Generally walled cities,
Yeah,
fine.
never once in the history of the world has the city with a wall ever fallen.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Jerusalem never fell.
never fell.
Masada,
Mm-mm.
no sir.
Yeah, the
Uh,
Alamo.
the Alamo, absolutely. We all remember the Alamo
We remember
never
the Alamo.
fell.
That's what they say. Remember the
Hmm.
Alamo because it's still here. Everything's fine.
Yeah, nothing happened there because it had a wall.
It had a wall.
Um, yeah, that fort in Canada during the French and Indian War,
Mm-hmm.
that one. What is that?
Fort
Quebec?
Kickass.
Fort Kickass.
Fort
Yeah.
Kickass.
Fort Poutine. Yeah, Luke, do you want some emails? Some mail time.
Oh my shit! Yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
hang on, really quick before we get there. I have one more thing to
Mm-hmm.
say.
Yes.
This movie has sriracha in it. I don't know. Are you aware of the sriracha shortage, Sam?
Yeah, I am. Well, you told me about it the other day because you're
Okay.
suffering greatly from the
Yeah, because
sriracha
I'm very
shortage.
upset. There's sriracha in this movie and they don't use it, and I fucking hate them for it because
Mm.
I can't get my hands on a single bottle of that good red stuff.
I'm sitting on a big old bottle over here.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I mean we have it, we just don't use it a whole lot.
Oh my
So
god. I
that shit
made
lasts us forever. You know,
$50.
50?
$50.
Nah, chump change.
$100.
Luke. I got a child on the way. You're
Yeah,
gonna
I'll
have
give you.
here. You pay that child's tuition to an Ivy League.
Yeah.
Done. You get that sriracha.
I will jump on eBay here in a second and then check what the current going rate is for a bottle of sriracha, and then we'll talk.
Okay. So are you ready for mail time?
Yes, I'm ready for mail time, please.
Okay. So I have been sitting on this for quite a while.
Yeah.
And by quite a while, I mean 9 days. So this is from Russell. The subject line is birth control playlist.
Uh-oh.
And he writes, inspired by your recent conversation about good sex music, I was initially tempted to take the piss and send in a bonkers list of music and claim that my wife and I use that as a soundtrack, which, for reasons that Luke knows, would be especially mortifying for him.
Yes.
But instead, my wife and I had a wonderful conversation about the inverse. What are the worst possible sex songs we can think of? Personally, I think that's much more fertile ground for comedy. After all, yucking a yum is nowhere near as entertaining as attempting to conceive how to yum a yuck.
Yum a yuck. Yes.
Gentlemen, I give you the birth control playlist. So let me pull this up here. So we have Paranoid Android by Radiohead. William Shatner's Rocket Man.
Because I'm a rocket man.
I believe one of the main themes from Pirates of the Caribbean Curse of the Black Pearl.
Excellent. That one may be cut. I don't know. That one might be towing the line for some people.
It might. Yakety Sax.
Excellent.
The Shire theme from Lord of the Rings.
It's impossible to fuck to.
It is. It genuinely is.
I dare you. Yeah.
I love this one, Cotton Eye Joe. This one I don't know because it's "You've Got a Friend in Me," and
By Randy Newman.
yeah, and I don't know. I feel like if you look at the meaning of that just a little bit,
Oh,
there's something there.
that's quite a complicated sexual scenario, actually.
Sure. And I think that's kind of the fun of it is that your sexual encounter that night is to recreate a scenario in which you can say, "You've
You've
got a
got,
friend in me."
yeah, yeah, it's
Um,
true.
Actually,
I
it's not that complicated. That's a partner saying your friend is
Your
inside
friend
me.
is inside my body. Yeah.
Yeah. Bees by Animal Collective.
Mm,
It's My
yep.
Belly Button by Rhett and Link. I don't know this one. Um, Ride of the Valkyries. Love it. Incredible.
Oh,
Um,
let me slip into something more comfortable. Do you like music? Let me put on something. And then you just hear Ride of the Valkyries
yeah. Blah,
blasting.
blah, 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 blah. Um, Red House Theme by Rhett and Link. Another one I don't recognize. Carmina Burana O Fortuna, which I actually think I do recognize.
Sure.
Um, Peacebone by Animal Collective. The Star Wars main theme. I don't know, Russell.
I think that one has I think the river the yeah, they've crossed the Rubicon on that one. Somebody has.
Someone's fucked there.
Someone's fucked on that one. I'm sorry,
Uh,
Russell.
Axel F by Crazy Frog.
Don't know that one.
Um, bump, 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 bump. Isn't that it?
Sounds right. I don't know, man.
Yeah, I think that's it. Cuckoo Cuckoo by Animal Collective.
A lot of man, you're making some bold statements about Animal Collective.
Really is.
Yeah.
Gonna Fly Now by Bill Conti, which is apparently the theme from Rocky. Spanish Flea by Herb Alpert and the Tijuana Brass.
Oh, that's a good one. Yeah.
Middle School Girlfriend by Rhett and Link. Sorry, my microphone's covering some of this. Hurt by Nine Inch Nails. The theme from Jurassic Park. Uh-oh. 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 Hold on, I'm a comin' by Bill Cosby.
Oh, well, it is impossible to get down to.
It is impossible.
It is problematic to even think about.
You can't fuck to that.
Nope.
The Macarena, of course.
Hey, Macarena is when you finish.
Of course. Let's see. Surfing Bird by the Trashmen.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you can't fuck to that. And then several species of small furry animals gathered together in a cave and grooving with a Pict by Pink Floyd.
I think I'm actually familiar with that one, and yes.
Boy, I am not.
Yeah. What a fantastic list. Hey Sam, what was
Mm-hmm.
the original challenge? I
Uh,
think I told people to try to have sex to a certain set of music. Oh,
uh,
Alive by 2007 Daft Punk record.
yes, that was the one.
Which I did play at a work retreat recently.
Did anyone fuck during it?
No one to my knowledge had sex during it.
You should poll all your coworkers and just
Yeah.
double check. Did anyone fuck while I played that song?
Is there anything I need to tell HR?
Yeah, exactly.
Because of this music, this playlist. Well, that was truly fantastic.
Oh, bud, we've got another letter.
Oh.
And this is from Emma, and the subject line is same Swedish listener. And so Emma says, "Hello, it is I, Emma, back again, and I have some Swedish facts for you because why not?"
Sure.
One,
Ja, det är bra.
It's pretty much standard here to be on a first name basis with almost everyone. For example, teacher, boss, and coworker. Two, another thing is Sweden is not really that religious, like a majority of people identify as more atheist agnostic, myself included.
Nice. Man,
three,
that's living the dream, isn't
yeah,
it?
that's pretty good. Three, but a majority still at least celebrate Christmas and eat ham instead of turkey, among other things. Hey, Emma?
Oh, hang on.
Hold on.
Hold up.
What else are they eating at Christmas?
The everybody knows how Swedes get down on some edibles. You give grandma first.
You
Hey
know.
grandma, welcome to Christmas. Here's
Mm-hmm.
your gigantic edible.
Yeah, a Swedish Christmas. You eat ham, edibles, and ass.
And
Um, so eat ham instead of turkey, among other things. Watch a Donald Ducks where he's called Kala Anka. Love it. Greatest hits on the TV and open presents on December 24th. And then Emma also says, also, I listened to an old episode of yours, episode 17, Fast Five, and I don't have a summary of any of the first four movies, but I keep imagining that every time a cool stunt, mostly with a cool car, happens, a bald eagle will screech, and in any deep moment will have a bald eagle in the background, just being a cool bald eagle. Vin Diesel standing coolly while planning some cool car heist with the sweet, sweet tunes of some electric guitar and maybe some bald eagle screeching plays in the background being cool. I don't know why I think the Furious franchise is some patriotic, cool car movie about a cool family, but yeah. Thank you for entertaining me during work, Emma.
Emma, I have to say, one, thank you for the email. Always
Yes.
great to hear from a Swede. Makes my heart very happy. You've nailed it. I don't know
Yeah.
why either, but yeah, the Fast and Furious series is rampantly patriotic and deserves to have a bunch of bald eagles for no reason.
It would be so good where it's just like, hey, we gotta go get the
and one just like when he's giving the big serious talk about family, there's just one bald eagle just nodding in the background wearing sunglasses.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah. Oh my god, it's perfect.
Brilliant emails. Love to get them. HanksyPanksyPod@gmail.com. Yeah. Luke, are you ready to talk about what we'll be watching next week?
Yes, please.
Or I guess technically later this week.
Yeah, sorry about that. Yeah, let's do it.
So we will be watching. Oh shit! Yes, 2006's A Scanner Darkly.
Oh my god, really?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
My understanding is this part of his filmography moves thick and fast.
All right.
Not as thick as Thick Slippery Goo, but
pretty thick.
Yeah.
Nothing's as thick as Thick Slippery Goo.
No.
So
have you seen it?
I haven't seen it, but I believe it's based on a book, right?
I don't fucking know.
Yeah, I read the book. So I'm going to recuse myself. Sam, I want to hear what you think it's about.
Do you want a real answer or
yes?
Okay, so yeah. I will give my honest thought of what it is. I believe A Scanner Darkly is based on a Philip K. Dick novel. And so it is like a sci-fi dystopia sort of Big Brother type, but with more robots, I want to say. I know this one's like got a weird sort of animated style that I'm genuinely excited to see, and I hope we see some dick, but like animated. I think that would be really cool.
Yeah, sort of like a Watchmen. You want to see a big shimmery blue penis?
I do. But no, so it's a PK Dick novel.
That's how everybody abbreviates it.
And yeah, I think it's just sort of a dystopia, and maybe Keanu is like leading some sort of revolt, or he's a journalist. It's one of those two. I feel like it's always one of those two.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's A Scanner Darkly.
Nice.
Yeah. Well, I guess we'll see. Folks, until then, thanks for listening to another episode of Hanksy Panksy. You can find us on Facebook at Hanksy Panksy Podcast. You can find us on Instagram at Hanksy Panksy Pod. We don't use X.
We don't. Fuck it. But we're on a new thing.
We're on Blue Sky.
We're on Blue Sky, bitches.
And it's Hanksy Panksy at Hanksy Panksy on Blue Sky. We put stuff on there. We also, of course, have the aforementioned Patreon, patreon.com/HanksPanksy. Got a lot of fun stuff over there, putting out some more content. we've got the most recent episode of Journey to the Number: the Center of the City podcast, where my wife and I break down the episodes of season 2 of And Just Like That. And we finally have the Princess Brides, Princess Diaries episode up there with a special guest in front of the podcast, Adrian Otan. So that was a hoot and a half.
Mm-hmm.
And you of course send us an email, hankspanksypod@gmail.com.
Please do.
Special shout out to Hanks's Heroes. You could be one if you check us enough money. That's Tuck and Daniel and fellas. I'd let you touch the crucifix.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Oh my.
Luke, do you have a final quote?
I do, and it is I like doing these with like not the original line read.
I love it.
Okay, so this one is, be careful with that cat. Yeah.
Damn it. Oh shit. Well, folks, thanks for listening to another episode of Hanksy Panksy Honor Among Reeves. We'll be back next week with 2006's A Skin or Darkly.